That's
It
not
was like
bad.
she had a bass player, a keyboard player, a drummer, and a guitar player.
Hmm.
So, and she was only playing like acoustic guitar, and it's like, oh boy, I there's not enough alcohol to dull out the fucking pain of this shit.
Oh shit,
I,
man.
ma'am, I even think you could drive CM Punk to drink. I,
I feel a pipe bomb coming on.
like, just part of me was just going like looking up at like the back of the stage is like this big like rock cliff kind of deal,
Hmm.
and like part of me was like looking at it and just like keeping an eye out like, please tell me there's somebody like dressed up like Daryl that's gonna like run down and like grab her and like take her off stage or something like that. Like that, okay, I'd be cool with that. Like, yeah, get her out of there, save her, man. Nope, kept performing. I'm like, God damn it, why?
How long did she play?
About an hour, which
How long
is
did she play for?
about an hour. It's about an hour too
Hmm.
long. Oh my, oh my, seriously, like, and I know what some people are gonna say, like, oh, he's being sexist. He's only thinking about having sex with her. Doesn't appreciate her music. She put time into it. I'm like, no, like, if this let's say it's not a song. Let's say it was like artwork. It wouldn't even be good enough to put up on the fridge with a fucking magnet. Okay, that's the quality that's going into this shit. Number
I personally, for me, I just think it's weird that she acts like at least a decade younger than she actually is. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, she acts like a almost like a 15-year-old hippie. Like everybody be in love, and it's great, and you know we're all in love, and it's like no, lady, we're here to hear you sing songs. Just
We're all in love, but fuck Julie.
yeah, fuck that bitch.
Fuck Julie in the Bronx. In the neck.
Fuck you, Julie.
Right in your Bronxy neck.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, Jesus Christ! And again, anybody that's thinking of, oh, you're being sexist because you're only thinking about having sex with her. Like, number one, every guy. I don't care if they're. I don't care if they're a fucking pope or if they're a fucking pubescent child. Anytime they look at a girl that they think is attractive, they're gonna go, "Wow, wonder what it's like to fuck her." Guaranteed. They don't say it out loud because that's impolite. Unless they're with the buddies, just go, man, what do you think she's like in the sack? Something like that.
Or as you've heard before, hey, check out the shit cutter on her.
Yeah, check out the shit cutter on that one, and let me tell you, man, Emily had a nice one. I'm not gonna lie, she had
It's just
quite,
a great term, shit cutter.
yeah, shit cutter. Let me tell you, man, you could stick a fucking lump of coal in between those cheeks, and you get a diamond in her ass. But
Ass diamond.
yeah, you sexist. Fuck off. Like
Oh
it's
shit.
it's bad because like I know one of my friends is a feminist and whatnot, and she'll often tell me like shit that I do is fucking sexist, and it's like come on, fuck off. Like, oh, that's sexist. That's sexist. You know what else is sexist? Fucking denying nature. Denying me from saying, wow, I think that girl's attractive. Even in my own head, because there's your voice, like that's sexist, sexist. Like, fuck off.
I'm not gonna touch that one with a 10-foot pole.
That's what she said too. Hence why I'm in the friend zone. But like, it's not a
I've entered the friend zone.
yeah. Exactly. Fucking get Kenny Loggins on the damn phone. Um, but like, look, there are female artists that I do like. There are some that I do like. There's a lot that I don't because they sing about things that I can't really relate to.
Like This Is War.
Exactly. Like, I've never had a boyfriend that said my songs are cutesy. I can't relate to that.
Especially when my songs are, in fact, cutesy.
In fact, you're proving his fucking point.
Oh, shit.
I can almost picture her in a fight, like, just going like, babe, why the fuck did you sleep with my friend? I thought we were together. What's going on here? I made you cake because this is war. Like,
well, isn't that adorable?
I'm like, well, yeah, that's adorable, but, still, get the fuck out.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, I gotta ask you about this because it's fucking everywhere. What color do you think the dress is?
I don't give a fuck. Set it on fire.
But what do you see it as? What color do you see?
Dude, I see them both because of the fucking different sunlight, and I get that, but, like...
Yeah, that's
honestly,
true, because, like, when you see pictures online, you can see it either way.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what, man? I got better things to think about. Fucking Leonard Nimoy is dead, man. What about that? Fuck the dress.
That's true.
Fuck
that's what I say, too. I was just curious what you saw. And you're like, fuck you, I'm not telling you.
Like, fuck, no, I'm not saying fuck you, I'm not telling you. I'm just saying fuck the dress in general, man.
That's true.
Fuck it, like, gotta calm down again.
This is war on the dress.
Yeah. This is war. Like, you just want to look at her like, Emily, like, please, this would never be anybody's battle cry. I'm sorry, like, just no. You can just go home, please. Like, just don't.
Just stop.
You can
just
try.
Stop.
You can try again if you want, but holy Christ. just please no. But oh my god, yeah, it was fucking terrible. Holy shit, dude.
So you'd see her again?
No. No, just no. I do want to share what I wrote on Facebook though about Leonard Nimoy.
All right.
I actually did get to meet him. I actually did get to meet him a couple of years ago, like probably about 5 years ago or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, like when he passed, the producer I used to work with, Braden, actually dug up the interview that he had done with him at a like a sci-fi gaming convention about 5 years ago, and he dug up the interview that he had done with him like in his hotel room, and I was like, he kind of told the backstory to it. I was like, that's kind of cool, man. I was like, I remember shit, on this side, so I was like, all right, let's, I would like to share my story. So on Facebook, and just bear with me. This is kind of fucking long, but it's very sweet. At least I think it is. So I wrote on Facebook. I said, back in 2009, Braden Moriarty, both of us at ZLX at the time, asked me if I wanted to go to the sci-fi and gaming convention in Boston with him to just kind of bust balls on some of the convention goers. And I went with him, as did another friend of ours named Justin Obachowski, who was going to be taking photos and just filming us just kind of busting people's balls. So one of the things we had found out was that we were the only press that was there. Which, kind of funny in and of itself. So they said, well, you guys are the only press here. Do you want to speak to Mr. Leonard Nimoy? And Braden and myself kind of like look at each other. We're like, well, yeah, there's a Klingon shit in space. Like, all right. So we're walking around the convention area, and I'm thinking that we're meeting him in like some room that maybe they like snuck him into, like a small like boardroom or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Braden was told something else, and before I knew it, we're walking out of the convention center and into a hotel, and I'm just like, oh fuck, where the fuck are we going? I'm like, all right, well maybe this is his hotel. They probably got him in like a conference room or something like that, like some like room off to the side where we can chat with him or something like that. So Next thing I know, we're getting in an elevator. I'm like, where the fuck are we going? They're like, oh, well, you're going to be interviewing him in his hotel room. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, man.
So everything's being set up, and Braden at this point, I imagine, is mentally like shitting his pants. Everything's kind of getting set up, and I'm holding the photo camera because I'm gonna be the one taking like still photos of the thing. Justin's gonna be filming it. Braden's gonna be doing the interview. So Nimoy comes over to me, starts kind of busting my balls, and he sees the camera hanging around. He's like, "Oh, it's a nice camera." He said, "Did you steal it?" I said, "No, it's the station I'm working for," and I kind of trail off, and because I'm like, "Fucking Spock is right in front of me," and meanwhile in my head, I'm kind of geeking out a bit. I'm thinking like two things, like one, my buddy Jeff is gonna be shitting a brick if he knew what I was doing right now, and number two was my nerd side going, "That's fucking Galvatron." So the interview goes off as well as it could. Like Braden was, kind of nervous about it because he really wasn't prepared for it. And honestly, I don't blame him because like I wouldn't have been either.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, you didn't know you were gonna be in his fucking hotel room and shit.
Yeah, and so on the way back down the elevator, it was myself, Braden, and Justin. We kind of looked at each other and started talking about how surreal, fucking awesome that was. We're just like, it's almost like a moment like you see guys in like a buddy comedy going like, did that just fucking happen? So, we say goodbye to Justin. He's catching the train to head back home and whatnot. And Braden's driving me back to the station because my car's parked there, so I can drive home. And we're still in fucking shock and amazement. Braden's like, "Dude, I can't believe it. I just interviewed Spock," and I can just my geek mode just kind of like went into overdrive at that point. I was like, "Oh no, man, that was so awesome!" He's like, "You interviewed fucking Galvatron." I look over at Braden, and he has this look on his face like he just got a whiff of an expired fart. He looks at me, he says, "What the fuck is a Galvatron?" And I said, "Galvatron, he was the 86 Transformers movie, Megatron died," and I kind of trailed off because I'm still kind of getting that look. And he just looks at me, he's like, "God, you're a fucking geek." Says that as we're pulling up to the station, and I was like, yeah, I kind of am. So I ended it by saying, I was like, I don't know if it was this moment that brought Braden and I closer as friends, but I do know that Leonard Nimoy was a huge part of at least a memory that'll never fade away for either of us. Rest in peace, Mr. Nimoy.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it just, he was such a good fucking guy, and I kind of regret like not asking him, like, "Hey, you mind if I get a picture?" Because like nobody's gonna fucking believe me about this.
Like, I was in Leonard Nimoy's hotel room. Bullshit. But it really was, man.
Fucking liar.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure you actually, enjoyed Emily Kinney's music too, huh?
I'm sure you hate birthday cake too now, you fat fuck. Like, this is war. Yeah, we heard that one too. Shut up.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, it does suck that he's gone, man.
It does, man. I mean, I gotta say, I wasn't really much of a Star Trek fan, but
I honestly, I wasn't either, but with seeing him like on appearances like with the Simpsons and whatnot, and the doing the voice work for the Transformers and what have you, I at least respected the guy. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was never one for fucking Star Trek either, but you know what, man? I at least respect the guy. Anybody that can kind of stick around this long, they have my respect at least.
Yeah.
Like I'm also a fan of George Takei. Like I was never a Star Trek fan, but it wasn't until I heard his interviews with Howard Stern and like just how like much of a down to earth like regular guy he is. That's when I was like, you know what, man, I fucking dig this guy. He's funny. He doesn't care about like giving out personal information because he's like, oh yeah, me and my husband Brad, we like to wrestle around. He likes to tickle my tits. I'm like, that fucking guy. Like I have respect for that.
Yeah. Although I think much of like his funny stuff that he's known for, I think that's someone like writing for him, isn't it?
Who, Takei?
Yeah, like